Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Philai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Ixion. Last episode, we did some more exploring out in the system, gathering up what information we can. We've picked up a little bit, so I think we know some things. There seems to have been some kind of war or battle that went on between what was left of Dolos after the Lunaclism and the UN. And something called, I believe it is the Black Market Society, was also involved. We've gone ahead and explored basically everything of note and import. There are some sources of water around here. There are other things that we can investigate in order to get more resources, but I think we have some of the most important ones now. We don't need to do any more scans right now. We've gathered up what information we can. We found all the important locations. So, I'm building up another insect farm so that we can get more food, because we are consuming it very quickly. You know what? No. I was about to say I'd like to get another cryonics center so that we can get more population, but we can't afford that right now. And we don't really have much in the way of alloys here. Oh good! Cargo ship, yes! Your entire thing is going to be gathering up iron. The Sampo will focus on iron and bring it to here. The iron will be brought here. And once the iron is brought here, we'll be able to get all of the alloys we need. Which means the cornucopia can stop focusing on iron. So the cornucopia is not going to do anything on iron. Get the rest of the polymers that you can. Unload what iron you're bringing in right now. We'll transfer it over.
A probe has completed its scan.
Okay, probe completed a scan. I don't remember where that probe was. Oh, right, over here for this hydrogen? I'm not sure what the hydrogen would be for. Still, we're mining plenty of resources. We're getting all the iron we need. And we've got food production going on. Stations, we're still not doing the best. But we're trying. Once we get more iron in, well, turn this on. We have no iron, I know. That's fine for now. Build. We can't even afford that. Okay. You are almost out of alloys, so you'll go to 50. You don't need any. You're going to be our alloy production. So bring these alloys over. There you go. You're drained of alloys, but we're using up all the alloys we have over here. Okay. You have resources there. Load up on those, and then transfer them over. Good. We're getting the alloys transferred over, which is exactly what we need. Sorry, not the alloys, the iron. The iron transferred over, we'll be able to start production of alloys again, and we'll be back in the positive. And you're getting in more of those. Good, good. Okay, things are catching up. Good. You are almost max on housing, so we need to build one more. Build another crew quarters, please. How many more can we fit? One more, I think. Yeah, we can fit one more pair. Alright, you'll be able to construct those, get that handled. Alright. Polymers are full, so... Good. Oh, that's how you... Oh, that's mining things. There's no more resources available for mining there. Fine, fine. So we can't mine anymore, but that's fine. We got 843 iron ready to be taken. So go ahead. I have a feeling we're probably going to need the water soon, so go ahead, start mining the water. Actually, yeah, mine the water. If we power this up... Oh, it's every 30 cycles. That's why.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, let's see what happened at the Outer Hope. Outer Hope lies in ruins.
A new request awaits your
Many
attention.
embalmed bodies were found in the remains of the station. Dolos crew protocols do not direct for this type of preservation. The Thales team traced the emergency broadcast, and after clearing away several tons of debris, uncovered the station's mainframe. They were able to access and extract Outer Hope's black box. Its data can be analyzed using the Tycoon's tech lab. I think that's a good idea. The Thales crew will dismantle Outer Hope in order to scavenge as many resources as possible. Go ahead. As for what we have here, we have a new tech. Outer Hope black box. I'm gonna start research on that. Something's going on. Ah, here! Administrator, we have received the data from Outer Hope's black box. Further analysis is required, and extraction protocols can be launched via the Tycoon's tech lab. Noted. That will be worked on. Okay, we have all the polymers we need here. That's good. We could afford something. Technically. Okay, you're working on production. We could afford something else. We don't need another construction ship right now. We could send out another we don't really need a mining ship right now. We can spare on that. We don't really need any more of those right now, so we're fine. Okay, now that all of the iron is going in here, we can disable you. We don't need you anymore. In fact, we can turn you off of that. You'll have something soon enough. Ice. We could store ice there, but we don't need to collect it yet. Also, our power is near max, so I am glad I looked at that. Let's see, that's 45 and 1. 15. Go ahead, build another small solar panel on the second solar panel set. That's a good idea. That'll take a while. It'll take polymers, but we have polymers to spare. Good. Every so often, we'll make more of those, and we'll be fine. Alright, what are you unloading? You are unloading... Actually... No, we don't have enough workers. We've got enough workers here. So that's fine. We could theoretically build something else, but no. Either way, you are going out, you're getting exactly what we need, so things are fine there. You're almost done there. Seems like right now we're in the state of waiting while we try to get more food. You've got room for 140. Ugh. Alright, go ahead, build another
The
crew
science
quarters.
ship team has completed a task.
Alright, so what have you found? Outer Hope has been dismantled, resources are ready for extraction. Okay, more alloys and more of that. Good, we're gonna need that. Gather up all the science you can. You are gonna gather up that. And that'll be fine. We're still collecting a lot of pods. And we're full on that. You know what? We'll store more pods here. That'll be fine.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh. Okay, it was a breakdown. That's fine. We have enough. We can spare that. It's just a construction site. Nothing's happening there. In fact, we can turn off the workshops if we're not building anything, can't we? Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright. We can eventually work on harvesting carbon. Actually, that's an idea. Retrieved all science from the Outer Hope. Good. Now, Fails, I want you to go to the asteroid belt and then we'll head to Uranus. The signal broadcasting on a Dolos frequency originates from a mineral extraction station named the Stanford facility. Interesting. Okay. So, this area will be our production line. We'll just focus entirely on construction and the like here. So we'll try and focus on this docking bay being able to have cargo ships to pick up all the resources we can. That sounds like a good idea to me. Yes, I like that a lot. By the way, can I... Yes, I can actually build it on this side. Good to know. Good to know that I can actually build things on this side, too. I'm glad to know that. Alright, this is basically our main station. We'll be able to build more things later, but for now, this is fine. Okay. What I'd really like to do is upload the... see what data listening policies and this other stuff is. We are almost out of food! Oh no! We need more food built. Okay. Build 2 more of these, at least temporarily. You have food. Okay. There. Gather up what food you can. You need to stop exporting food here. We've got homeless people. Okay, don't worry. The homeless people have crew quarters coming in. That'll be settled. Tech is at 69% completion. Nice. Okay. And the Sampo is unloading resources. Good. You're purging waste. I need to figure out how we handle that. I didn't realize science gain was so slow. Alright. Oh, I need to turn this on. I'm stupid.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, the technology has been unlocked. Black box found, holds vital information. Okay, that's been handled. Now let's see here. Administrator, the black box's data has provided some information on the events that took place following the Tycoon's failed vol jump. Records tell of how the Earth was ravaged by the Lunaclism. In the ensuing chaos, states radicalized, and the UN declared Dolos an enemy of humanity. The black box's data also describes a Dolos facility hidden in the atmosphere of Jupiter. Officially designated Hephaestus, the site was used to develop a new type of Vol engine. It also accommodated the construction of a Taurus-class superstructure known to Dolos as the Protagoras. This iteration on the Tycoon was sent on a mission to seek out the habitable exoplanet Remus, where the last survivors of Earth could establish a new home. Despite the damage done to Outer Hope, the station was still able to later receive a distress signal from the Protagoras with Vol jump coordinates encoded, including the ship's last presumed location. Okay. So we'll need to send an expedition to Jupiter for that. Alright, that we'll work on later. Currently you're working on going to the asteroid belt. Jupiter is actually right next to it, so that's fine. We do need more science so that we can research these techs. Maybe a memorial sounds like a good idea. An insect farm was disabled due to an accident. That's not good.
The ship has arrived at its destination.
Oh, good. Okay. So, what's here? We theorize that the Stanford facility will contain many materials useful to the Tycoon and its crew. However, in order to recover them, we will need to dismantle elements of the structure to gain entrance. The control center has been identified, but it is sealed off by a shutter with a UN emblem stenciled over it. A message has been written beneath the emblem in an unknown language. Unknown? We've no idea what it says, but it's accompanied by a helical-shaped symbol. The Thales crew will dismantle a part of the facility in order to retrieve any resources contained within. With the use of strategically placed explosive charges, the Thales team will attempt to access the control center, or leave. This sounds risky, but let's see what we can find in the control center by blowing our way in. I do have a little bit of concern. Yep, we know about the accident. It's being handled. Population is again almost maxed. But on the plus side, we are actually gaining resources now. Alright. You know, well, you are mining that at the moment. Well, you're almost done with mining the water. Once you're done mining the water, we'll work on mining carbon and... actually, silicon. Silicon actually sounds like a good idea. Yes. I like that idea, mining silicon. Okay, we are actually getting back into positive with food at the moment. Kind of. Station is still negative at the moment, but we're working on it. We are eating a lot of insects. We need to figure out a way to get more food. What is the cornucopia getting? That's what I'm curious about. Cornucopia is heading over there. It's getting what's left in the Outer Hope. Alright. So that's good. We can actually send 15 more workers over here. It's actually tempting.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, what have we got here? Bodies of former Dolos employees were found within the control center. After examining their identification tags, Pablo Cabero is certain they have found a possible relative. They request that the bodies be brought back to the Tycoon and that the center's personnel manifest be analyzed to find out if there are any links between the deceased and the Tycoon's crew. Preliminary psychoanalytical profiling suggests that Pablo Cabero is exhibiting behavior characteristic of dead Earth sickness. We can let the dead rest in peace. The Thales team will leave the facility and the dead to their rest, or honor the dead. The Thales team will bring the bodies back to the Tycoon, and the manifest will be made available to the Tycoon's crew. I think this is a... While some would probably say this is not the best idea, I think we should honor the dead. So go ahead, go on it. Good, you're working on production there. Getting more iron. We just swallowed up all the food there. Doing what production we can. You're in the positive, you're in the heavy negative. But we're trying to do what we can here. On the plus side, we're getting more people. We may need to open up another area. I mean, I'm building as many people as I can here. Sector 6 is inactive. It requires a lot. We don't have the food to do this. Even if I worked on that... Yeah, we don't have the food in order to do this, or the alloys. We are gaining the alloys, yes. But right now, food is our biggest problem. We need to figure out a way to upgrade research for food. Is there any tech that would do it here? Food production speed. All we can do is increase food production speed by up to 30%, but we don't have the ability. We can't upgrade these things yet, and I don't know how. We don't have the research. Much as I don't like it, I think we need another science ship. If we build another science ship, we kinda have to. So... won't fit there, son of a bitch. Alright. Build that there. We're gonna need a bit more. Alright, we'll build another science ship and get more exploration done. You know what? You are going to need... So, leave that at minimum. Leave that at 10, and that's fine. You're sending 2 over, so... Okay, we're fine there.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Oh, I can't actually increase that until that's built. Oh, we finished something. Let's see. A dispute arose between members of the Thales crew over the decision to extract the bodies and publish a manifest. There was a violent altercation resulting in the loss of personnel and the destruction of the control room. Only Pablo Cabero remains alive. 4 crew members were killed. Oh. We can repatriate Pablo Piquero. He'll be brought back on board the Tycoon, or eject him. He'll be expelled into the vacuum of space during their return flight. Dissidents cannot be tolerated. The science ship will be lost. I will repatriate him. I wish he hadn't killed them, but we got 30 signs ready for extraction. 4 missing crew must return to the Tycoon to replace missing crew before starting another expedition. Yeah. Head back to the Tycoon. Then we'll go take out what we can in the asteroid belt. And we're going to make another science ship. So you are going to store that, which needs 20. We'll try and store 20 polymers here. That's fine. And we're going to need to build more population. And we need to transfer some population from here over. Send only workers from Sector 1 to Sector 2. We'll send 10 workers over. You know what I think I should do? I think there should be one sector that is going to be only for the non-workers. I think that sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, you're coming back with more iron. That's good. We'll have another science ship. Out of curiosity, you've mined everything there was there. Okay. Start mining the carbon. Actually, no, not the carbon. Mine the silicon. I'm doing well on polymers right now. Okay. Food is low, we're barely holding on here. Oh wait, station is actually in the positive.
Population transfer complete.
Good. And the construction of the science ship is in progress. You're sending in more polymers. Good, good. You've got 20 polymers there, that's fine. We will build another factory soon. It just needs a lot. Polymer refinery is actually relatively cheap. Overall, I mean. Which is interesting. The electronics factory takes a lot, and we need electronics for that. Well, we need it. Actually, we don't need electronics for that. We need it for the polymer factory. Polymer factory is relatively slow. That is long! Hold on. Okay, we can build them back to back. Which I think is fine. Building them back to back would work, and we'd have all three factories over here. We'll just need to leave a little bit of space in the middle. I think that'll work. Yes. That'll work fine. And the new science ship is built. Alright. So, we've got two science ships. We got the Thales. Thales, go and head over there. And we've got the Faraday. Faraday can head over to Saturn, which is a structure belonging to the Black Market Society has been discovered on Titan, Saturn's largest moon. Although severely damaged, the site seems to still be active. Surface scans indicate the BMS station extends deep below the surface of Titan. Further data is not available due to the site firing upon the Tycoon's probe as it approached. That's a little worrying that it actually fired on us. Okay. What is population like? Near max. We can spare some more workers over there. Which actually isn't a bad idea. Send some workers from Sector 1 to Sector 2. 83, 93, 98, 103. Start the migration. Then we'll be able to build some things here. I don't think we have enough for the electronics factory right now. No, we won't have enough for the electronics factory. We'll need to build more places for people. We'll need to get more people, but we can get the polymer refinery. So we'll work on building that. It's going to require a lot of resources. Our resources here are fine at the moment. So, looks like I'm actually going to have to end this episode here, but we can start work on a polymer refinery. And that'll be where we'll be storing polymers. We'll make it so we have enough for another mining ship to work on picking up polymers. Even though we don't really need a mining ship now. You're almost done with silicon, and we'll be able to send you out for that soon. We'll probably need to send out a couple more probes to find more resources. It's good that we're gaining all that we can there. Where are you going? Man, look at this. This is actually nice, seeing all these things going out. You are carrying what's left of the polymers. So we can work on getting the rest of... Looks like we don't have very much else to gather. Yeah, not much else to gather at the moment. Mostly what we've got left are bodies. So we'll work on searching for that. But I'm going to have to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll work on getting the production continue over here. This will basically be our construction sector. All processing of materials will be here. I'll see about building another docking bay at some point, so that we can have ships whose entire purpose is gathering the resources. Actually, it might be a decent idea. Can we actually transfer ships? I can unassign. I can assign this one. There's an idea. Okay. Okay, I see what I can do. I can build another docking bay. Assign all the mining ships to one docking bay, the cargo ships that get materials to the other docking bay. I like this idea. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. This has been a Let's Play of Ixion, and I shall see you all next time.